Hi everyone, it's Shelly McGuire and welcome to this week's Beyond Beauty. And I know for a lot of you, you're probably in transit right now to Summit. I'll be leaving here shortly. I started packing about 2 days ago, and every day that went by, I started throwing more shoes and more clothing and more dresses into my luggage to the point where I actually am unpacking before I ever leave. I think it's just because I'm so excited to get there to meet everyone. And I just know what a great event this is going to be, and I'm sure that you can relate to that and you feel the same way. So I want to just take a quick moment today to talk about two factors that age us. One is called extrinsic aging and the other is intrinsic aging. Now, intrinsic aging is what happens to us internally. Extrinsic is lifestyle and environmental factors, but today I'm strictly going to talk about intrinsic aging. Now, in the beginning of the information I'm going to give you, it might sound a little grim, as we age by the numbers, what happens to us. But I will tell you, by the end of the video, I'm going to give you ideas on what we have right in front of us to slow down the look of aging and actually help to make that process easier and feel better and look better longer. So what happens? Well, in our 20s, our skin is actually at its peak. And then as we get into our late 20s, we start producing 1% less collagen every single year. And by our late 20s, our exfoliation and cell renewal process slows down by 28%, which is a really huge drop. Now, just for reference, when you're a teenager, your cell turnover is probably anywhere from the 14 to 28 day cycle. By the time you're 50 and over, you could be looking as much as a 48 day cycle with cell turnover. So that's a really big drop. Now, in our 30s, we have a couple things that happen. First of all, we start to lose our collagen, as you know. The fat cells start to shrink, which might sound like a good thing. However, you need fat for volume. The lymph glands that are responsible for removing toxins start to weaken, so our toxins are not filtering out as quickly. You may see a few changes in under the eye area, more in puffiness, and the moisture transfer changes. The moisture from the dermis, which is the lower layer, to the epidermis, that whole transfer process slows down. So with that, you start to see a little bit of drier skin and maybe some formations of fine lines and wrinkles. By the time we're in our 40s, we are producing very minimal collagen on our own. And what happens is the collagen fibers and the elastin fibers start to become non-elastic. They start to clump together, get very brittle, hard, and you'll notice that there's not as much bounce or snap to your skin because you've got this clumping of the fibers. And at the same time, your skin becomes a little bit more dry, expression lines and wrinkles start to get a little bit more ingrained, and you see the fat loss starting to cause some lower facial sagging, once again, under the eye area. By the time we're in our 50s, we are producing no collagen of our own. Estrogen levels are dropping, the oil glands have diminished to a very small size. Skin becomes brittle and thin because we don't have the moisture. We don't have that cushioning of the collagen or the natural hyaluronic acid, which is the cushioning inside of us. So your skin might even break or tear or bruise easily. And I don't have to tell you, it just kind of keeps going on from there. Now, what can be done? Well, very simple. First of all, you need to start, regardless of your age, on a really good daily regimen. But it doesn't matter what age you are, there is still time to affect change in the way your skin looks and the way that it ages ongoing. Now, first of all, let's talk about the exfoliation that I mentioned at the beginning, dropping 28%. Exfoliation, cell turnover are critical to younger looking skin. And that is why when you see, like in spas or plastic surgeons or dermatologists, there are a myriad of processes that are really focused on cell turnover and exfoliation. So things like dermaplaning, microdermabrasion, lasers, peels. Those are all made to speed up that cell turnover process. And that's where it all starts. So that's really critical to your daily skincare regimen. Now, all I can tell you is it is a great time to be with Zija International. And you're going to find out why at Summit. I just want to tell you that it has to do with what I am speaking about right now. And I can't tell you anything more except that this is going to be a great way for you to help the health and the look of your skin. what we're about to launch. All right, also when you talk about moisture, we've got our Gen M Daily Moisturizing Treatment that focuses on moisture from the outside in. We've got natural lipids, the Moringa oleifera, which has a great way of naturally restoring the skin and the moisture. And then we also have our Hydrate Ripsticks, which I love. So we're really giving our bodies and our cells a way to hydrate from the outside in and the inside out. Talking about collagen replenishment and loss of hyaluronic acid, we've got a couple products. Number one, our eye serum. That has peptide technology, and so does our Gen M nighttime anti-age treatment. Peptides communicate with cells, and they help to optimize our own collagen. You know, there's a lot of products that you see on the market that are topical collagen products, but I can tell you that is one of the toughest things, is to be able to get a large collagen molecule through the skin. And that's why you see all of these different kinds of injectable treatments coming up that are collagen replacements, because you need to drive the collagen into the skin, or you need to stimulate and optimize your own. And that's what we're able to do through the peptide technology and a lot of the natural ingredients that we have in, like the eye serum, the nighttime treatment, and many of the other products that we offer in the Gen M line. Skin, face, body becomes brittle. We talked about that as well. So you want to replace the lipids, the natural oils that are natural to our skin, so that we can use those, that they mimic our own oil, because our oil glands are shrinking, right? So we're not making as much natural oil. So for the body, we've got the Zija body oil. I love that, full of natural essential fatty acids. We also have the Moringa hand silk. So these two treatments, hands, neck, décolleté, body, are a great way to restore your natural lipids and help to make your skin have more of that, what we talk about, elasticity and cushion. So I want to give you these ideas. Now, lastly, we want to talk about detoxification. I talked about that the lymph glands are not detoxifying as quickly. What do we have for that? Perfect. The Gen M Spa Mask. That is a targeted detoxifying treatment made to draw out the toxins out of the skin. And then on the inside, we have the Zija Detoxifying Tea. Once again, we're offering inside out and outside in synergy, really getting our skin and our cells and our bodies all working together to make us look better right now, but also to help prevent the future signs of aging. So I hope these are helpful hints and tips. You should be. It doesn't matter if you are 20 or if you are 80. Regardless, either way, by starting a daily routine that you can stick to that helps with cleansing and cell turnover and hydrating and collagen replenishment and fatty acids and lipids and moisturizing, all can be done in very few simple steps, is going to make a big difference in the way your skin looks. So thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in a couple days. I can't wait. And then I'll see you again on here next week, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Take care.